Okay, so welcome ladies and gentlemen to our presentation. We're the team working on the IoT COVID patient health monitor in quarantine. Our team consists of 5 people, which are Long, Ming, Tai, and Fang. And let's get started with the idea that we come up with.
Okay, I will talk to you our idea. COVID-19 is raging around the world. It's upsetting many people's lives. Doctors need to regularly monitor patient health. The doctors are at risk of infection just for monitoring exposure. Next time, we'll talk to you our objective and implementation process.
Yes, in objectives, we create a health monitoring device that can be remotely monitoring for patients with COVID, and more specifically, we here design a remote IoT-based health monitor system that allow for the rapidly monitoring of multiple COVID patients over the world, over the internet, and the system monitoring patient heartbeat and temperature and blood pressure using a heartbeat sensor, temperature sensor, and blood pressure sensor respectively. And next, we'll tell you about implementation process, component, and result.
Okay, so we have the idea of, letting doctors not exposing to the patients that much. We want to get those data about the patient to get to the doctor. So we built a diagram. So how to get those data to doctors, right? We need a medium. We thought of using something to send to doctors. So we chose the ThinkSpeak server so that it will gather all data of all devices to the doctors. And what kind of device would be attached to patients, right? We thought of something low cost. We thought of something that will be used like every single day and has a long lifetime. And so we chose the microcontrollers. Like plain microcontrollers, the ESP8266 with 3 sensors right here. These are the components that we chose. The ESP8266, the blood pressure monitor as something that will get the data about the blood pressure of the user. The infrared thermometer will get the temperature of patients, and the heart rate flow sensor will get the data of the heart rate of the patient. These 4 components are connected to each other to send a package to this ThinkSpeak server. And so with this device, it also has the power to power everything, and a TFT display to also display those informations to patients, right? So we built everything on whiteboard, and we finish and test the device so that we gather the data right here. But first of all, let's talk about how the server works. The server has like a whole list of devices that can come up to like 500 in size, which means a doctor can get like data on like 500 patients at the same time, which is massive. And the server will process and filter the needed data. For example, this patient has higher blood rate than normal, or that patient has like higher blood pressure than normal. And so everything will be processed and sent to doctors so that they will know what to do and how to handle those patients. And for example, we have one patient right here. First of all, we have blood pressure. The blood pressure varies in 3 minutes, varies around 50 to 60, and the average value is 55. For body temperature, it varies on 3 minutes and varies around from 37 to 37.5. We can see that this patient, everything is quite normal, right? And we also have two more data on here, which is the maximum blood pressure and the minimum blood pressure. And so, since everything will be gathered to doctors, they will know what to do. And eventually, we have created a new device, a new system that with all the functions needed, so that doctors will have a more convenient way to manage their patients. Let's talk about the innovation.
Yeah, about innovations. We want to get to know about potential infected people around. And this device is a complex device, easy to carry with you. The second, then transmit data over the internet using Wi-Fi transmission by connecting to Wi-Fi internet connection. So data is transmitted and received over IoT by IoT platform to display data of patients remotely. The entire system is run by micro-based security. If any anomaly detected in patients' health, or if the patients press emergency help button on IoT device, an alert will send to IoT remotely.
And we are looking forward to improve our project. It is about equipment replication, industrial application, and we also build an app web for someone who wants to keep a close look to COVID-19 patient. We are also optimizing the price of equipment to suitable for everyone can buy it. And of course, we are always update the latest device for our project. And last, we are working on to add a health warning system for patients.
So yeah, so our device is not completed, honestly. It just gathers data, and the only thing we have, not like the only thing, but the thing that we just gathered is only data. But I believe that with our approach of monitoring patients, not just doctors during the COVID pandemic, but also doctors in general, in like hospitals or emergency cases, would have like a better way to manage what to do to their patients, and lowering the risk of exposure to many exposure to some kind of transmittable diseases, and a more efficient way to manage their patients. So yeah, that's about our device right here, and thank you for listening, and we'll see you later.